So it's not good for the algorithm. Not that I am sure what that even means. Hi, everyone. I just wanted to follow up on my last long form video that I made about my art space that I was setting up outside. Just a brief overview of that was my space inside my tiny home is really small for my art studio, and it's sufficient, but I just was feeling really cramped in there, and it's so beautiful outside that I moved my art space out here onto my porch. And in that video, I said I was going to take you along on my journey out here and show you what I was working on. So since then, I have decided, excuse me, to go another direction with this channel. So if you're new here, my name is Shannon, and this is Conversations in Backroads. And this channel is about a retirement, life after 67 years old. I'm not quite retired. I've been forced into retirement. I am working part-time, but I can go into that more in another video. So the changes are, I want to try and focus more on just this channel and not my art. So it's not good for the algorithm. Not that I am sure what that even means, but I do have an art channel, and that is established, and I've had that for a few years. I'm thinking like around 5 years. And I don't have a whole lot of subscribers, but it is climbing slowly but surely. So I'm going to keep all my art content over there. And so when I have art projects, you know, I might give you a glimpse into them, but I'm not going to focus on them. What I want to focus on is here in this channel is fostering engagement and trying to build my channel and a following. This is all new to me. I am not usually behind the camera, so it feels a little awkward. I'm usually doing demos, painting demos, and you rarely see my face in my painting demos. So this channel, when I started it, I focused on my tiny home and my tiny home community, and that got, you know, a good amount of views. Not enough to get me monetized, but it definitely sent some messages to the algorithm. Anyway, but I'm not going to focus on tiny home. That's not what this channel is about. This channel, you know, I named it Conversations in Backroads just because I want to have real life conversations, and I want to get feedback. And then the Backroads part of it is I am an adventurer. I like to just take off and drive out country roads, maybe toward the coast, with no final destination, and come upon, you know, some obscure or unique finds on the way, whether it's a farm stand that I've never seen, or a little out of the way secondhand store, or anything, a pumpkin patch, a sunflower patch, a rock shop, a river with a waterfall that I'd never seen before. So those are the things that I'm going to take you along for. And then real life conversations. So I want to talk about retirement and being on a budget. I am on a very thin budget because I don't have any massive savings or 401 or anything like that. So I am trying to build up some different income streams, this being one of them, hopefully. And since YouTube is changing in early 2027, The subscriber count, I think the subscriber count will stay the same. I think it's still 1,000, but you're going to have to get, I think, 8,000 views instead of 4,000 within, is it 90 days, to get monetized. So I do want to not mess around anymore, and I want to focus on that and focus on engagement and try to get my subscriber count up and make videos that people are going to enjoy. So, or learn from, just get some kind of value, that's an overused word, out of them. Anyway, so I'm not gonna keep rambling on. Since I did say I was gonna follow up with my studio space, I will insert a clip of what that looks like. So this is my setup right now. I think it's around 5 p.m. and the light is just really beautiful. And then I'll show you what I was working on. That first day when I set it up and I came out here, I was just trying to build up my sea legs again, just practice a little, just put some paint down. And so this is the first thing I did. And I'm not an abstract artist, but this is pretty abstract. And I was just playing around. So that's what I ended up with for my first go round for trying to get my sea legs back in my sketchbook. And then again, I was just playing around. That's just some old things. That's from like a year ago when I was at the beach. Okay, and then I did this the next day, just playing around. That red is just horrible. And then I have some new brushes that I got that I forgot about. And so I was just doing some brush strokes, just some marks, just to play around, just to get used to the brushes. And same with this right here, just brush strokes. And then yesterday, I focused on mixing some colors, not really mixing. I like to mix them on the paper. Okay, I'm not going to get too technical because this is not my art channel. So I just did some swatches and just to make my own green. And then this is what I was playing around with yesterday, testing out my Arch paper and just doing a few things. So this is probably what I'm going to focus on next. I'm probably going to do a painting. Let's see if you can see that. Let's see. Oh, there we go. That's one of the flowers in my garden. And so I think I'm going to focus on that. Anyway, that's what's going on. And again, if you're new, thanks. And I really didn't want to sound like everybody else and say, hit the like button and subscribe and all of those things. But, it makes sense because if I do want subscribers and I do want engagement and I want the algorithm to, send it to more people. So if you're so inclined, that would be great. If you want to come along with me on this journey and see where it goes, I would love that. Until next time, thanks.